The Franciscan Church is one of the oldest churches in Salzburg. The first church on this site was built in the 8th century during the time of St. Virgil, who may have used it for baptisms. A document from 1139 mentions a parish church on this site. That church was destroyed by fire in 1167, together with 5 other churches, including the cathedral. Starting in 1208, the central nave of the church was built in the late Romanesque style, making it among the oldest buildings in Salzburg. It was consecrated in 1221. Between 1408 and 1450, Master Hans von Berghausen began work on the Radiant Gothic choir to replace the Romanesque choir, which Stefan Kumenauer completed. A slender Gothic tower was added between 1468 and 1498. The church was dedicated to the Virgin Mary and served as the parish church until 1635. In 1670, the Archbishop ordered the top of the church's tower removed because it was taller than the cathedral tower. The tower was later restored in 1866 in the Neo-Gothic style by Joseph Weskin. In the 18th century, the church interior was redesigned in the Baroque style. The rosary of chapels behind the high altar date from 16th century and is made of red marble and gold. The church choir contains 9 chapels decorated in Baroque style by Johann Bernhard Fischer von Erlach in the 18th century. The chapel behind the high altar has a winged marble altar that dates from 1561. The central Madonna statue on the winged altar dates from the late Gothic period from 1495 to 1498 and was sculpted by Michael Pascher of Tyrol. The staircase of the pulpit contains a marble lion from the 12th century standing over a man with a painful grimace on his face, pushing his sword into the belly of a lion. The triumphal arch holds frescoes by Conrad Leob. One of the unknown facts about this church is at the foot level of the main portal of the Franciscan Church, you will find the relief of a hand if you look closely. The raised thumb, index finger, and middle finger indicate the sign of oath, similar to raising all 5 fingers in the US. But what is the oath? One interpretation is that the stonemason of the portal swore not to create another artwork of this kind. But the most plausible explanation is one of reaching hand for asylum. Everyone who touches this hand is admitted into the church, whether they are guilty of a sin or not. In medieval times, you could even benefit from touching that symbol to escape a gruesome trial after committing a major crime. This small hand on the west portal entry of the Salzburg Franciscan Church is inconspicuous and well hidden. Even if you are specifically looking for her, you may not find her at first glance. The viewer will have to bend down to discover a mystical symbol. While walking through this church, although it was really dark on camera, it actually has a lot of bright areas. A lot of the artwork is in the naves, so they try and keep it in the dark a little bit, just so that the sunlight doesn't damage the paintings. If you look up, you'll see the columns that go all the way up and make a star pattern in the ceiling. The camera doesn't do this place justice. It's absolutely stunning. They're playing Mozart. They're playing Mozart. That was awesome. So the church we were just in was the, I think, Archbishop, but he was also the king. That would be him. They made him Emperor of Austria, or at the time, Austria. And he knew that Italy was like the place to be. And so when he decided to build this whole center right here, which he did build, he built this church and he built this fountain to imitate the one in Rome. He also built the whole piazza as if it was Roman. And in those days, even some of the artists that would paint and stuff like that would change their name to Italian names so that they could seem more Italian, because Italians were very sought after artists at that time. And so yeah, this is why he built this, to show the opulence of Italy. So this whole piazza is based on an Italian piazza. So this whole fountain was based on the one in Rome. Being a friend of the Medicis, he knew how much opulence was powerful. Visitors are greeted by the resplendent facade made of Untersberg marble. Looking down from it are 4 monumental statues, Apostles Peter and Paul holding the key and sword, as well as Salzburg's 2 patron saints, Rupert and Virgil, clasping a salt vessel and a model of the church. The 2 at the top of the gable commemorate the 2 builders of the cathedral, Marcus Sidicus and Paris Laudren. The cathedral square with a statue of Virgin Mary forms the atrium, serving as the imposing backdrop for the performances of Jetterman during Salzburg Festival, as well as for the beloved Christmas market. At Salzburg's cathedral, there is much to discover: the baptismal font, the crypt, the art of illusion, vanitas, as well as the chest containing relics of St. Rupert and Virgil. In addition, many secrets are associated with the 7 bells, as well as the 3 entrance doors. If you take a closer look, you'll even find a 370-year-old graffiti scratched into the marble portal. Inside the ornate interior of Salzburg Cathedral, you can find a place where composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was baptized, and also where he composed many of his musical pieces. Salzburg's first cathedral was built in 767. Salzburg Cathedral has been built, destroyed, and reconstructed and expanded numerous times, and has been consecrated 3 times. This guy was pretty cool. I really liked him. I don't know who it was, but they rubbed his toe to death. There's a man on top of that big gold globe, and I know there's a story behind it, but I don't know what it is. If you watch really closely at the guys playing chess, this guy's about to break a big piece, so that's kind of sad. There it goes. Oh no! Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. We are going to be doing another couple of videos on Salzburg. We just kind of wanted to split them up into sections of maybe 10 minutes max. So join us and make sure that you subscribe and like our channel and like this video. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!